Good evening and welcome to live coverage of Averett University men's soccer here on the Averett Sports Network. My name is Drew Wilson, and I'll be bringing you live coverage of tonight's game between the Cougars and the Bridgewater Eagles. It's a beautiful day for soccer here in Danville, Virginia. Sun making a little bit of a hot one, but it should be going down pretty soon here as these two non-conference teams take on each other. Bridgewater comes into the game with a 2-0 record. Averett, meanwhile, comes in 0-2, looking for its first win of the season. Averett lost 2-0 to Roanoke College back on Saturday up at the Roanoke College Invitational after falling 1-0 to Lynchburg College, ranked number 21 in the country, on Friday in their season opener. Bridgewater 2-0 on the year after picking up wins over Bethany and Sewanee to open the season. We're going to pause while they have the national anthem here. We'll be right back on the Averett Sports Network. And welcome back to live coverage of Averett men's soccer here on the Averett Sports Network. Averett and Bridgewater are about to do battle here at Daly Field at Frank R. Campbell Stadium. Cougars looking for their first win on the season. Bridgewater is still undefeated, 2-0. These two teams have met 12 times since the 2000 season, and they've met every year since 2009. Averett holds an 8-4 advantage in the series since 2000. However, the Cougars have lost 2 of the last 3 matchups after winning the previous 6 prior to that. Almost an entirely new Averett lineup, brought in a talented group of freshmen to join a few veteran returners. Go over the starting lineups for you. First, for your Cougars, in goal tonight, getting the start, is Colton Duchess, the sophomore, out of Sanford, North Carolina. Out in the field, you have Luke Poo from Spain, Huso Dukic out of Jacksonville, Florida, Asher Francis from the Cayman Islands, Patrick Miller from Pasadena, Maryland, Colby Scriven from Lexington, South Carolina, Baste Anderson from Norway, Sean Dunmore, born in Germany, Nick Price from Charleston, South Carolina, Johnny Kumander from Sweden, and fellow Swede Eric Blick also getting the start. Cougars wearing their white tops, gold shorts. Bridgewater in their maroon uniforms with the gold piping. Bridgewater goalkeeper tonight, Quentin Borich, as we are underway. Cougars moving from left to right on your screen. Out in the field, in addition to Borich, who's in goal for the Eagles, Claudio Conde, Justin Thorburn, Stephen Bishop, Thomas White, Leo Alcantara, Mark Almeida, Jacob Haston, Matthew Pagano, Andrew Knoll, Luke Stubbs, all getting the start for Bridgewater. Eagles coached by Ryan Bennison. Averett, of course, coached by Philip Wilson. Throw in coming on the near side. Huso Dukic looking long for Commander. Headed away by the Eagles. Now their back line will try to control it and clear it. Ball played in to White. Now Bridgewater sends it down. They're looking ahead for Luke Stubbs. Has a run on it. Tries to cut back. Cross into the middle, but nobody home. And the Cougars able to clear it. That was Sean Dunbar. Now Averett trying to go the other way. Commander dumps it off to Scriven. Scriven on the near side. He'll pass back. Or actually, he'll keep it. Now he'll send it over to Dukic. Dukic, the senior. Good pass over to Scriven again. He'll try to cross it, but deflected away by the Eagles. Averett looking to attack early and often tonight. I was talking to head coach Philip Wilson earlier today. That was their game plan against this Bridgewater team. Try to be aggressive and attack. Put in a lot of shots if possible. Bridgewater, meanwhile, a team that Wilson expected to sit back defensively, pack it in, make it tough to score. Eagles send the ball ahead. And they've got White. White didn't get off a good shot. Good defense there by Patrick Miller. And Duchess able to corral the weak shot. Basse Anderson gets past the goalkeeper. Didn't have a good angle, though. And unable to do anything with it. Thorburn. Passing ahead. Cougars come away with it, though, and then taken away by Bishop. Long pass ahead. Looking for Haston. Haston has it tackled away. Good defense by Dunbar. The senior getting it done back on the back line for the Cougars. Now Dukic trying to split through the defenders. Pass ahead. Not going to be cleared. Averett still looking for his first goal on the season. But the Cougars did have a couple of good looks against Roanoke in their last game. This ball not cleared. Commander gets to it. See if he can turn the corner. Cuts back. Pass off the left foot. Goes to Scriven. And he couldn't get a lot on it. And the ball was deflected away. It will be a corner kick coming for Averett. Scriven will take it from the near side. They'll kick it out. Dukic sends it in the box. Looking for a header, but knocked away by Bridgewater. Good defense in the box. Cougars still have it, though. And we got a foul. Nick Price on the far side. Got knocked down, so Cougars will take it. Dunbar will take the free kick. Approaching the 40-minute mark. Left in the first half. See if the Cougars set up something in the box. Low liner deflected away by Bridgewater. Price will try to corral it back towards midfield. He'll send it back. They'll play it back to Duchess. Duchess getting his second start of the season in goal for the Cougars. Cougars trying to play it ahead, but good defense again by Bridgewater. Austin Bramall got the start in the opener against Lynchburg. Held the number 21 team in the country to only 1 goal. But Philip Wilson elected to go with Dutchess against Roanoke. Thought his style fit the mold better against a team like Roanoke, and same with tonight against Bridgewater. We'll probably see them share at times throughout the season, depending on the matchup. Bridgewater trying to get the ball through the Averett defense. Averett making it hard for them. Cougars come away with it. Kumander sends that one up to the box, but nobody there, and Borch corrals it. Still scoreless here. Ball played deep into the box. That'll roll to Dutchess. Miller has it for Averett. He'll try to get it to Dukic. Dukic, good play to use his feet to get around the defender. He'll bring it upfield, tries to weave through 3 different players. Bridgewater slams the door on that opportunity. Now they'll go the other way. Alcantara has it, sends it ahead, but too far. He was looking for Haston, a senior out of Warrenton, Virginia. Just a little too far in front of him. It's the home opener for Averett after playing on the road up at Roanoke College's tournament. Cougars did have a home scrimmage during the preseason. Ball sent out over on the far side by the Averett bench. Will be a throw-in for Bridgewater coming. Pagano has his throw-in deflected back. Bridgewater has it, though. Thorburn dumps it off for Bishop. Bishop looking ahead. White tries to pass it ahead. They get past the defense. And a shot taken by Haston. But good job by Dutchess to come off his line and block the shot. Ball played back to Dutchess. Wearing the gray jersey in goal tonight. Asher Francis plays it ahead, looking for Scriven. Actually goes all the way to Dukic. Thorburn tried to deflect it away, but now the Cougars will play it back. Dukic looking ahead for Kumander. Scriven looked like he was going to have a lane, but Kumander called with the foul. Grabbed the defender, swung him around a little bit. Ball played ahead, headed forward. Into the box, but Dutchess there. Bridgewater with 5 goals on the season in their 2 games. Thomas White with 2 of them. Ian LaValle, Caleb Needle, Justin Thorburn, all with a goal each. White, the leader in points for the Eagles, has 2 goals and 2 assists already this season. Averett still looking for its first points. Ball played into near side. Thomas White there, but good job by the Cougars to deflect it away. will be a foul, looks like. Or maybe it was offsides. I believe it was offsides, actually. Ball played deep, looking for Scriven. Headed away, though. Thorburn there. And a foul on Averett. Ball played in to the zone, and White doing battle. Patrick Miller playing really solid defense for the Cougars. Freshman out of Pasadena, Maryland. Long ball played into the box, and Borch there. Borch, a senior goalkeeper out of Madison, Alabama. His goal kick over midfield, headed up in the air by Eric Blick. Now Asher Francis plays it ahead, deflected away. Kumander tried to get a head on it, unable to do so. Now the ball played up toward Averett. Dukic has it and will be knocked out by White. I believe a foul was called. It will be a throw-in, excuse me. Dukic trying to connect with Kumander. Now back to Dukic. Senior sends it across the field. He was looking for Nick Price. Now the Cougars trying to make something happen. And Andreessen had a run. Got his feet tangled up, though, and he hit the ground. No call on the play. Ball off the Cougars, will be throw-in coming. White has it down in the corner. Cross. Looking for Stubbs. Stubbs shot. Knocked out by Duchess. Able to get an arm on it. It will be a corner kick on the far side coming for Bridgewater. Leo Alcantara will take it, the junior out of Sterling, Virginia. He'll use his right foot, tries to get it into the box, going to be cleared by the Cougars. Asher Francis gets a foot on it. And another corner kick coming for Bridgewater. Alcantara will take it again. This one a little bit higher. White tried to get ahead on it, unable to do so. Knocked away by Francis, but played right back in. But Stephen Bishop couldn't quite control it, and it goes out. And a goal kick coming for Averett. "15 minutes in. Still scoreless here from Daly Field at Frank R. Campbell Stadium in this non-conference match between Averett and Bridgewater. Bridgewater tries to play it in. Thorburn sends it into the box. He was looking for Haston. Haston kind of tripped up. I think he collided with Averett defender Asher Francis, and unable to do anything with it. Ball went off of him and out, so goal kick coming from Dutchess. Dutchess gets it out to Francis, now ahead. Looking for Pooh, then Nick Price has it knocked away from him. Senior Sean Dunbar corrals it, gets it back to Dutchess. He'll come near side to Miller. Miller up to Dukic. Dukic plays it to Commander. He loses control momentarily, and Averett gets it back. Dukic, one of the experienced guys for Averett this season. The leader in terms of returners and assists from last year. Really looking for him to help this young crew of Cougars. Ball played ahead to White. White looking to make a move. He'll dump it off. Eagles play it near side to Thorburn. Over to Alcantara. He'll play it back to Bishop. Bishop back across the field. Ball played into the box. White behind the defense. Shot and just saved by Dutchess. However, it will be an offside call on Bridgewater. Nearly dangerous, but great play by Dutchess, even though it would have been offside. Blick has it. Looking ahead, they'll pass it off to Miller. Plays it up looking for Commander. Knocked away by the back line. Bridgewater gets it to Thorburn. Thorburn over to Stubbs. Stubbs sends it across the field. Bridgewater. White looking ahead. Couple guys in the box. Shot high by Jacob Haston. Bridgewater had about 4 guys in the box, some of them unmarked. And Haston just fired too high and over the crossbar. Sam Beckman in. First substitution for Bridgewater. He'll give Almeida a rest. Asher Francis sends it ahead looking for Commander. Commander has it played over to Pooh and then up to Scriven. Scriven to Bastille Andresen. And he bounced around like a pinball. Ball goes out off of the Cougars. Throw in for Bridgewater. Ball over, shot over to Blick for Averett. Bridgewater setting up something, looking long for Stubbs. Stubbs on the near side. Pulls it back. Now he'll dump it off. Thorburn trying to turn the corner, and a great job Huso Dukic able to get a foot on it and kick it out. Will be throw in. That'll give Averett a chance to set up the defense. And we will have stoppage as Baste Andresen shaken up. Substitution coming. Placing him on the pitch will be the sophomore Nadeem Tokley, who leads the Cougars in shots coming in today, has 3. He's the only Cougar with multiple shots on the season. Corner kick coming for Bridgewater. Trying to bend it in the box. Good job by Duchess to get a hand on it and punch it out the other side. Cougars able to corral it as Dukic tracked it down on the far side. Brought it upfield, but ball taken away by the Eagles, and they'll send it back down. Stubbs has it in the far corner. Ball played across the middle. And a foul called on Averett. Little collision between Dukic and I believe it was Stephen Bishop. Bishop grabbing his right foot. Dukic tried to help him up. And with that foul, there'll be a free kick coming. Looks like Leo Alcantara will take it for the Eagles. Three-man wall for the Cougars. Ball played into the box, headed, and a great save by Duchess to get a hand on it. That ball was heading in, and quick reflexes there by the sophomore. Able to knock it over the top of the goal. Just able to get it over the crossbar. And that was a great play there by Duchess to save a goal. A couple more subs coming in. Two subs for Averett. Jake Searcy's one of them. Another ball sent into the box, headed around. And Claudio Conde tried to get it in, but Duchess right there, and he collects another one. And offside call on Bridgewater. Ty Michelson, the other Cougar that checked in. Miller plays it over to Francis. Francis, far side. Looking for Price. Price tries to get around the defender, and I believe a foul is going to be called. "24 minutes in, still scoreless here from Daly Field at Frank R. Campbell Stadium here in Danville, Virginia. This matchup between Averett and Bridgewater. Ball played into the box by Dunbar, headed up, and Francis almost got a clean header on it, but the good job by the goalkeeper, Quentin Boric. He was right there and able to make a quick play on it. Ball almost misplayed there by Thorburn. He has to send it back to Borch. Borch clears it up ahead. Looking for White. Cougars come away with possession, though. Blick dumps it off to Price. Price trying to cut it back. Sends it near side for Dukic. Dukic trying to work around White. Tokley, then Dukic in the box. Couple shots by Pooh. Deflected and blocked by that back line. Good, strong defense there by Bridgewater. Price trying to put on some fancy footwork over there to keep the ball in, and goes out. Couple more subs coming in, one for each team. Ian LaValle in for Bridgewater. Dilly Subetti in for Averett. Ian Kirk also, excuse me, I thought that was Ian out there. Didn't catch the other sub. We'll get that in just a second. Will be a throw-in for Bridgewater right by the Averett bench. That other sub for Averett, Owen Story, making his first appearance of the day, the freshman out of London, England. Cougars played into the box, looking for the freshman, Michelson, unable to get there. Dunbar plays it back to Duchess. He'll clear it right back to midfield. Story brings it up the far sideline. He'll send it in. Looking for Commander, and he's going to be offside. Sun is out here, but may have a brief shower come through here in about 15 minutes. Paul headed over to White by Bridgewater. Taken away, though, by Averett. Seriously, the local native. Senior out of nearby Tunstall High School for Averett. Ball played deep. Bridgewater tries to send it across the middle. They were looking for LaValle. Long play into the box as Alcantara might have been looking for a couple teammates that were running in from the far side. However, he airmailed it, and it went out. And we have a stoppage here. Might be a planned water break. Seen this happen a lot the last couple years with teams. Just to make sure they stay hydrated. Safety is number one concern here. So while they take a break, we're going to take one with them here on the Averett Sports Network. Bridgewater and Averett is still tied 0-0.
Going back to school is not just for the kids. Averett University has degree programs for working adults who want to pursue their bachelor's or master's online or on campus. Visit gps.averett.edu for more information.
And it looks like we're about ready to restart play. 16:28 left in the first half. Both teams still scoreless. Will be a goal kick coming for Averett. Duchess. Quick kick out to the side. Over to Story. Story has it. Back to Duchess. Back to Story. Ball played ahead. Commander knocked off the ball. Bridgewater takes possession. And unable to control it are the Eagles. Ball out will be a corner kick coming for Averett. Dilly Subity will take it on the far side. Subity, a dual sport athlete here for Averett. Also played on the men's lacrosse team back in the spring. He'll get it over to Nadeem Togley. Shot in the box. Deflected away. Might have been a pass. Ball played ahead, and Cougars track it down. Dukic sends a long pass ahead, looking for Subedi. Dunbar now has it. He'll send it over. Looking for Commander. Commander trying to play it to a teammate, but cleared away by Bridgewater. Throw in by Francis, headed up by Dunbar, but taken away by the Eagles. And the ball will be Bridgewater's on a throw-in. Actually, I believe may have been a foul. And it was on Averett. Andrew Knoll will take it. He'll send a long one into the box. Knocked around by the Cougars, going to be knocked out and will be off of Bridgewater. So far, Bridgewater leading the attack in the team comparisons. Caleb Needle trying to thread the needle, but his attempt out. And a goal kick for Averett. A couple more subs coming back on for Bridgewater. Grant Blevins now on, along with Sam Franklin. Give a couple guys a breather here late in the first half. Story plays it ahead. Price has it. And he's going to be fouled trying to make a move around the defender. So far, Bridgewater with 9 shots on the day. Averett only 3. Corner kicks about even. Bridgewater has 3, Averett 2. 5 of Bridgewater's 9 shots on goal. Huso Dukic plays it in looking for Francis. Francis trying to turn the corner. Good move, faked out his defender. And a corner kick coming for Averett. Subedi will take it for the Averett. Played to the top of the box, headed in, bounces around. Bridgewater finally clears it back toward midfield. Dunbar will chase it down for Averett. Senior plays it back to Duchess. Duchess back to Dunbar. Duchess sends it long, looking for Asher. Francis, he'll play it ahead to Commander. Commander up to Tokley. Tokley makes one move, shot wide, and just couldn't get enough on it. Ball sailed on him, wide and high. Not a bad look there for the Cougars. Trying to make something happen. Goal kick coming for Borich. Borich sends it towards midfield. Great job by Dukic to win that ball on the header. Dukic pops it up and goal kick. Good defense there by Justin Thorburn, the freshman defender out of Spotsylvania, Virginia. Goal kick over midfield. Dukic heads it back the other way. Bridgewater with possession. They'll dump it back off to the back line. Try to play it ahead, but a good job by Asher Francis to thwart off his defender. Now Averett trying to set up something for the offense to get going here. Price. Excuse me, that was Searcy. Under 9 minutes to play left in the first half. Now Bridgewater, nifty pass up the middle, but Duchess comes out and makes a play on it before they can get anything going. Quick throw out to Dukic. He'll cut back across the middle. Send it far side looking for Searcy, but just too hard of a pass, and it rolls out in front of him before he can catch up to it. Mentioned earlier in the broadcast, these two teams, 8-4. Cougars lead the series since 2000. Last year, Bridgewater won 4-2 at Bridgewater. Averett won 2-0 here in Danville 2 years ago, the last time they played here. Bridgewater won 3-0 back in 2015 in Bridgewater, and Averett had won the previous 6 prior to that. Averett 5-1 all time at home against the Eagles. Dating back to 2000. Yellow card on Jake Searcy. First yellow card of the day for either team. Ball played into the box, headed away by the Cougars. They'll try to track it down. Dunbar does just that. He'll send it ahead, taken away by LaValle. An offside call made by the officials. Averett quickly gets it going the other way. Dukic. And his pass over to Commander out of the playing area, so it goes the other way. Ball stolen away by Michelson. Deflected out and will be another goal kick for Averett. Under 7 minutes left here in the first half. Still scoreless. Averett in the white jerseys and gold shorts. Bridgewater in the burgundy. Ball played ahead looking for Commander, and Blick comes away with it though after it was deflected away. The sun's starting to set here at Daly Field. Blevins trying to pass it ahead, but good job by the back line for Averett. And another offside call. Or, excuse me, a foul called. And we have stoppage. Official having a word with Andrew Knoll. And he's going to get a yellow. So we'll see if the Cougars can maybe run a set piece here. Find the back of the net. Little chip shot deep into the box, headed away by Bridgewater. Cougars had the right idea. Substitution for Averett. Here was just over 5 minutes to play in the half. Levi Partonen making his first appearance of the day. Bridgewater wanted a handball. I think it did go off of Blick's arm, but it was inadvertent. Partonen weaving through a couple of defenders, and Bridgewater back line does not fold. They clear it. Francis doing battle. He'll dump it off to Duchess. Cougars will reverse the ball to the near side. 4 minutes to play here in the first half. Still scoreless. Dunbar looking ahead for Searcy. Headed away. And Borch comes out to corral it. Goal kick. Bridgewater comes away with it. Sam Franklin with a good play off his foot. Punched away by Duchess. Right back to his defense. They'll clear it for the meantime. Bridgewater will chase it down. That's LaValle. Has it on the near side, but knocked off the ball. Good job by Ty Michelson. However, Bridgewater gets it right back. And a foul called on Averett. Good defense by Justin Thorburn. And the foul called on the Cougars. Here with 3:05 to play. Clock ticking away. Sam back Beckman will take the free kick and deflect it off Tuckley. Good job by the Cougars there. Keep that ball from getting into the box. Thorburn sent it in looking for Blevins. Blevins trying to turn the corner, and he was out before he put it into the box. Throw in by Dukic. Tuckley now up to Michelson. Michelson plays it up the middle to Blick. Blick cutting down the middle, cuts it back, looking. He was trying to dump it off to Partnon, but cleared away by Bridgewater, and it will be a corner kick for Averett here with 1:43 to play left in the first half. Subetti will take it from the near side. Native of Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Set it up. Looks like he'll go with the right foot from the corner. High ball played to the backside, hit it up and over the goal. Trying to see who got a little bit of, I think it was Blick, got a header on that. Under a minute to play. Another, must have gone ricocheted off a Bridgewater player because another corner kick coming for Averett. Subetti will take it again. Time ticking away, 41 seconds left. He'll go from the far side. Right foot kick again, bends it into the top of the box. Blick got a foot on it, but Borch comes out and jumps up and makes the grab. And under 20 seconds to go. And the seconds will tick away here. And that's it for the first half. We are still scoreless here. Bridgewater and Averett tied 0-0 here after 45 minutes of play. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll have some halftime stats for you here on the Averett Sports Network.
Going back to school is not just for the kids. Averett University has degree programs for working adults who want to pursue their bachelor's or master's online or on campus. Visit gps.averett.edu for more information.
And welcome back here at halftime. Still scoreless after 45 minutes of play between Bridgewater and Averett. Take a look at the halftime stats here on the Averett Sports Network. Bridgewater with 9 shots in the first 45 minutes, Averett with 4. Bridgewater, 5 of those on goal. They were all saved by Colton Duchess, sophomore keeper for the Cougars. Fouls, Averett had 6, Bridgewater 3. Corner kicks, Averett 5, Bridgewater 3. And a pair of yellow cards were distributed here in the first half, 1 for each team. For Bridgewater, Thomas White had 3 shots, including 2 on goal. Jacob Haston had 2 shots, 1 on goal. Conde, Bishop, Stubbs, and Needle all with a shot each. For Averett, 4 shots total, 2 of them by Luke Pooh, and 1 by Colby Scriven, and 1 by Nadeem Tugley. And those are your halftime stats here. Bridgewater 2-0 on the season, Averett 0-2, but they are knotted here at 0-0. First home game for the Cougars after playing 2 on the road against Lynchburg and Roanoke. Averett opened the season on Friday with a 1-0 loss to the number 21 ranked Hornets. Then they played the host Roanoke College, lost 2-0. Handful of non-conference games here to start the season, all against ODAC opponents. They've already played Lynchburg and Roanoke. They have Bridgewater tonight. Averett then hosts ODAC newcomer and former USA South Conference mate Ferrum College on Saturday. That game is here at 2 p.m. Then Guilford, Cougars travel down to Greensboro for Guilford on Sunday at 4 p.m. Next week you have Hampton-Sydney coming to Danville. And then the Cougars get into conference play with LaGrange and Huntington the following weekend. Take a look at this week in AU sports, sponsored by AverettCougars.com. Was a busy opening weekend for many of the teams. Averett Volleyball held its 24th annual Cougar Classic. Cougars defeated Randolph, then fell to Southern Virginia. That was on day 1 of the tournament. Then Averett split on day 2. Cougars lost to Roanoke College in 3 sets, but then came back and defeated Guilford College to finish off 2-2 in the opening weekend. Meanwhile, as we said, men's soccer went 0-2 to start the year up at the Roanoke College Invitational. Women's soccer opened the season on the road Friday night at Ferrum College. Cougars dropped that one. They also played on Sunday here in a home opener against Randolph-Macon. The Cougars fell in that one 3-0. Football opened the season at home against Hampton-Sydney College. Huge win for Averett. Cougars looked really strong in that one. Football won 33-14. And they hit the road to play Randolph-Macon here next weekend. So another strong weekend of games at home here. Cross country also opened the season down at the Catawba Chick-fil-A Cross Country Invitational. Both the Averett men's and women's teams both competed in that event. Top finishers for the men. Freshman Zach Montgomery. Top finisher for the women was senior Haley Chandler. USA South announced its Player of the Week awards yesterday, and Averett football player Bradley Jefferson able to pick up Special Teams Player of the Week honors as he helped the Cougars with that 33-14 victory over Hampton-Sydney to start the year. Jefferson had a heck of a game. The cornerback had 6 tackles, including 4 deflections, and he also had an interception. Actually had 2 interceptions. One was called back on a penalty, which looked like it could have been questionable. There was some contact there from another player. Didn't interfere with the play too much, but it was flagged. But the big play from Jefferson was the 100-yard kickoff return for a touchdown. And let me tell you, folks, that was electrifying. If you haven't seen it, go follow Averett Football on Twitter. They posted highlights of it earlier this week, and Jefferson able to get USA South Conference Player of the Week in the special teams category. Also on Saturday, Averett's Student Athlete Advisory Committee received their awards from the USA South. USA South has 2 initiatives on the year. One is the Cans Across the Conference, which is an initiative in the fall. Averett has won that competition 3 years in a row. In the spring, Averett also won Pennies for a Purpose for the 4th consecutive year, another initiative by the USA South. So congratulations to the Averett Student Athlete Advisory Committee, better known as SAC, for their efforts in not only giving back to the Danville area, but just continued community service efforts here and great service learning. And we congratulate them on winning those trophies again and keeping them here on campus. I know our Director of Athletics, Meg Stevens, very happy about that. And so they were presented with those awards again by Commissioner from the USA South, Dr. Tom Hart, here during halftime of the football game this past, it would have been Saturday. Instead, that game was played on Sunday due to weather. We're about 3 minutes away from the start of the second half. So we're going to take another break. When we come back, we'll have the second half for you. We are tied 0-0 between Bridgewater and Averett here on the Averett Sports Network. And welcome back. We're ready to start the second half. Here, 0-0 is the score. And Bridgewater jumps on the board early. That's a goal. And they take a 1-0 lead here in the 46th minute. Didn't catch the number on that. Get that for you in just a second. But talk about a momentum boost here to start the second half for the Eagles. Definitely feel the momentum quickly shift the Eagles' way. But the Cougars still plenty of time left to knot it up. And the goal was by Thomas White, his third of the season. Junior out of Virginia Beach. Put it in the upper right-hand corner, just out of the reach of Colton Duchess. Story plays it back to Duchess. There is a storm in the area, so we may have a delay coming up, just to warn you folks. Apologize, that's why I hopped off air right when the goal was scored. I was getting the call from the athletic trainers, letting us know in the press box that storm was within 20 miles. Ball played out by the Cougars. Safety, the number one concern here, making sure if lightning is in the area that we alert everybody. Borge with the long goal kick. And a foul called. And stoppage. And it looks like we are going to have a lightning delay. So we're going to take a break. Be right back. And we're back here on the Averett Sports Network, just trying to figure out all of the details. We are in a lightning delay. There is a storm within the 20-mile radius. It's kind of weird. The sun is out here off to what is our right as you look at it on the screen. But player safety, number one thing we want to make sure we have, and so they have pulled the teams off the field. If you look at the clock on the scoreboard, it's counting down from the last lightning strike within that radius. So any additional lightning strike will push that back to 30 minutes. So while we wait, kind of give you a look back at that. The goal scored by by Bridgewater. Ball was played by White from the left side and found the far corner net for the first goal. That was only 22 seconds in to the second half. And so far that is the difference. 1-0 Bridgewater is your score. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll hopefully have some more men's soccer for you between Bridgewater and Averett. You're watching the Averett Sports Network. And welcome back. If you are just joining us, we are in a lightning delay here at Daly Field at Frank R. Campbell Stadium in Danville, Virginia. Bridgewater leads Averett 1-0. Have about 11 minutes and 45 seconds left on the lightning delay before the teams can retake the field, assuming that there is no more lightning in the area. They must wait 30 minutes from every lightning strike. So as long as we don't have any more lightning strikes in the radius that is required, we will go back to action. Meanwhile, we have pulled the goal from Bridgewater. Happened 22 seconds into the first half. We'll take a look at that. It was Patrick White. Ball was fed in, and he found the top right corner of the net. Again, you can look at that. Comes from the far side. And that's the difference in the ball game so far, as Bridgewater leads 1-0 here. I believe it was 41-46, or it might be 46-41 left on the clock when the lightning delay happened. So still plenty of soccer left here in the second half for both teams, assuming we can get back underway here very shortly. We're going to take another break. When we come back, we'll hopefully have some soccer for you here on the Averett Sports Network. If you're still tuning in, we thank you for being patient as we wait out this lightning delay here in Danville, Virginia. Looks like the cell is about over top of us right now, so currently have at least a 22-minute period before the teams can actually get back and warm up real quick and then resume play. And if lightning strikes within a certain radius, you have to wait at least 30 minutes. And right now, it has been reset a couple times, so we're just under 22 minutes, barring any more lightning strikes within the radius. We'll keep you updated. If you watch the clock down at the bottom right-hand corner on your screen, that'll keep you updated with the lightning and when we expect play to resume. Again, that could be reset if there is lightning within that radius. Bridgewater leads 1-0 here early in the second half. We'll hopefully be back with some more soccer here on the Averett Sports Network.
It's not a smooth one. It's like he's probably. Oh, whoops. Oh, whoops. Yeah, the Cam and the Anderson sat down the phone. Finally, I looked down at one point because they messed up. Let's go away until timeout, motion to set. And one of them looked at me like, who are you? Okay, we'll go away until the set.
And still under a lightning delay if you're still tuning in. Bridgewater leads 1-0. Looking at about 16 minutes. Barring any other setbacks. So stay tuned. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to live coverage of Averett men's soccer here on the Averett Sports Network. We are currently in a lightning delay. We hope to have that finished off here in the next 7 minutes. All indications are that we can finally get the teams back on the field, warm up quickly, and get this game restarted here with about 41-46 left on the clock here in the second half. Bridgewater leads 1-0 over Averett. This game was halted due to a lightning delay just minutes into the second half. Bridgewater, however, managed to score just before the lightning delay. It was tied 0-0 through 45 minutes. Then in the 46th minute, Thomas White scored, put the Eagles on the board on an assist by Jacob Haston. That was White's third goal of the season, and that's where we stand here as we are in the lightning delay. The sun is set and just under the lights right now. As you can see from your screen, we appreciate you sticking with us here on the Averett Sports Network as we wait out this delay. While we're waiting, just a reminder, Averett men's soccer returns to action on Saturday at 2 p.m. against Ferrum College. You can catch that action right here on the Averett Sports Network. Again, we hope to have the teams back on the field warming up by around 8:40 p.m. and give them a quick warm-up and allow this game to get going. As I understand it, need to get this game restarted before 9 o'clock, or else we run into some rules as far as having to restart a game within a 3-hour period of when it actually started. So looks like we will be able to do that barring any craziness. So stay tuned as we hope to return to the action here on the Averett Sports Network. Again, Bridgewater leads Averett 1-0. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to live coverage of Averett University men's soccer here on the Averett Sports Network. We appreciate your patience as we work through a pretty lengthy lightning delay here at Daily Field at Frank R. Campbell Stadium, but the teams are finishing up a little quick warm-up, and we should be ready to return to action here with 41-46 left on the clock here in the second half. Bridgewater with a 1-0 lead over the Cougars. That came in the 46th minute, just after halftime. Thomas White scored on a pass from Jacob Haston. And so far that has been the difference after both teams went the whole first 45 minutes without putting one into the back of the net. Bridgewater 2-0 coming into today, poised to make it 3-0. Averett still searching for its first win of the season. And still plenty of time left here in the game. Averett in their white tops with gold shorts. Bridgewater in the burgundy with gold piping. So, in case you forgot, Averett going from right to left on your screen. It has been a while since we've seen some action here. Pretty long delay. It's been over an hour and probably pretty close to an hour and a half here on the delay. But we are ready to roll here. And Bridgewater will send it into the box for Colton Duchess. And we are back underway here. Owen Story back to Asher Francis. He'll play it to the far side. Pressure put on by the Eagles. Averett will play it back as the teams look to kind of remember each other after the delay. Quick throw in by Tuckley. Looking ahead, I believe that was Michelson. It's going to be a throw in for Averett. Nick Price had it taken away. Bridgewater with the lead. Coach Philip Wilson before the game expected Bridgewater to really pack it in on the back line, and especially now with a 1-goal lead, probably see that happen a little bit more. Hot, humid night here in Danville. No rain during the lightning delay. Ball played ahead. Race to the corner. Won by Sean Dunbar. Ball cleared away to Averett's back line. White trying to corral it. And it goes out, and it will be an Averett throw-in here on the near side right in front of us. Nick Price, the freshman, tosses it in, looking for Johnny Kumander. Colby Scriven trying to collect the ball. Bridgewater comes away with it. White corrals it, tries to send a cross into the box. Nobody home, and Averett, for the moment, had possession. Bridgewater gets it right back, though. But a good job by Owen Sawyer to clear that out of the zone. Thorburn came away with it, but was tackled away. And it looks like the referee having a few words with Justin Thorburn. I don't think a card was given. Francis playing center back for the Cougars. Sends it over to Dunbar. Dunbar back in the middle. Now Asher sends it ahead, headed away by the Eagles. Story finds Commander. Plays it off his chest. Now taken away by White. Commander gets it back, though. Now Blick has it. Almost taken away. Now Francis will play it back to Dutchess in the box. Sophomore goalkeeper has 5 saves. Had a few really solid saves in the first half. Averett plays it near side to Story. He'll get it up to Price. Price finds Michelson. Now it's taken away. Bridgewater go the other way. They'll send it far side. Looking for Thorburn. Cougars intercept the pass ahead. They'll try to go the other way with it. Bridgewater, good job getting back and packing in. And throwing off the Cougars. We approach 37 minutes to play here in the second half. Ball ahead. White has a run. Or excuse me, that was Luke Stubbs. And he gets tackled down in the box. And a yellow card given to Owen Story. And a penalty kick upcoming. That'll be taken by Mark Almeida. So Bridgewater with a chance to add to its lead right here. This will be a test for Dutchess. Almeida lining up the kick. And he will send it to the far side and missed just left of the far left post. Dutchess guessed wrong, but luckily for him, Almeida wide with the shot. And the Cougars able to avoid going down 2-0. Yeah. Hopefully they'll give the Cougars a little momentum. They try to get it into the box. It's cleared away briefly. Dunbar there to keep it on that side of the field. Ball stolen away by the Eagles. Cougars not scared to be aggressive. Asher Francis went flying out of bounds. Free kick from just inside midfield. Deep into the box. Headed by Story. Still not cleared, though. White tried to do a little side bicycle kick action, but unable to get a clean touch. Averett still trying to clear. Bridgewater still maintaining possession. They'll get it to White down in the near corner. See if he can do anything with it. Cross into the box. And Dutchess couldn't collect it. And looks like number 19, Luke Stubbs, puts it in for the goal. And it's 2-0 Bridgewater. Believe White might get credit for the assist. We will see. But Bridgewater now up 2-0 on Averett. Passe Andresen checks back in for the Cougars. Who find themselves trailing by 2 goals. And it is a goal by Stubbs, assist by White. The first goal of the season for Stubbs. Cougars get a little help from the ref. Now Tuckley tries to cross it in. Little miscommunication. Goal kick. Corralled by the Cougars. Andresen has it. Bridgewater gets possession back. But the Cougars quick to regain. They'll get it back to Dutchess, who gets it up to Francis. Up to Dunbar, now up to the top. That ball off Bridgewater will be a throw-in for Averett. Quick throw-in coming. And off the Cougars. This is the third consecutive game Bridgewater has at least 2 goals. They beat Bethany out of West Virginia 2-1 in their season opener on Friday, and then Saturday defeated Sewanee 3-1. So Eagles no strangers to put multiple goals up on the board. Averett still searching for that first goal of the season. Story, good move there, good footwork. Ball played, shot, good save by Dutchess on a pretty powerful shot there. That was Stubbs again looking to find the back of the net. definitely tell the Cougars trying to still find their chemistry. It's a very, very different team. And a good play into the box, but Bridgewater just able to head it out of the way on the run by Tuckley. And we got a substitution coming for Averett. Patrick Miller checking back in. Got the start earlier today. As I was saying, different Averett team. Cougars lost the bulk of the roster last year. A lot of seniors last year, so big recruiting class for head coach Philip Wilson. 16 freshmen by my count. If you look at the rest of the roster, 3 sophomores, 3 juniors. One of those, Austin Bramhall, goalkeeper, technically had a medical hardship, so technically he's a senior. And then 4 other seniors on the roster. So a very young Averett squad. So not too surprising to see if they won't be peaking early. That'd be, with a lot of young faces, chance to. It might take a while for the Cougars to kind of find their rhythm, but let me tell you, there is talent on this team, and they will find it. Ball taken away by Bridgewater. That was Stubbs again. And it looked like he lost his balance. Lost possession, so the Cougars get it back. Play into the box. Deflected away by Bridgewater. Cougars get it right back. And a deep play looking for a run in the corner. Bridgewater managing to get in the way of the Averett passes. Especially with a 2-goal lead. The Eagles are packing in on the back line. By doing that, creates less room for the Cougars to operate near the box. And a lot harder to score. Caleb Needle checks in for the Eagles. Throw in for the Eagles right in front of their own bench. Ball played back to Duchess in goal. Sends it over to Story. Story pressured by White. So he'll send it back to Duchess. Duchess now sends it the other way toward the Averett bench. Corralled by, I believe that was Dunbar. And a foul charged to Bridgewater. Bridgewater with 13 shots as a team, including 8 on goal. Averett only 4 shots so far tonight. None of them directly on goal. Free kick deep into the box, almost over the head of the goalkeeper, Borich. But he manages to play it perfectly. Looked like he was going to come out, and the ball sailed on him a little bit, but He was able to take a few steps back and corral it. Would have been about a 50-yard goal for the Cougars. Cougars trying to play it in the box. Just too many Eagles in the vicinity. Averett gets possession right back, though. Cougar goes down. That was Tuckley. Under 25 minutes to play here in the second half. Bridgewater up 2-0 on Averett. Cougars trying to make something happen on offense. Bridgewater comes away with the pass ahead, looking for White. He has one goal tonight. He pulls that one back. Bridgewater did have some numbers momentarily. They'll get it back to White over in the far corner. Dumps it off. He was looking for Alcantara. He overran it. Averett comes away with it. Now the Cougars turning the field. Ball sent ahead. They were looking for, I believe it was Price, making a run on the near side and couldn't quite get it to him. Tuckley has it, gets it ahead, looking for Commander. Commander tries to turn the corner, shot just wide left. Goal kick taken by the Cougars. And going to be cleared by Bridgewater. Back toward the back line. Another substitution coming. Brandon Bryant, seen his first action of the night. He'll replace Haston. Matthew Pagano with the throw in, gets it into the corner to White. White trying to work around Owen Story. He'll dump it back off to Pagano, who plays it across the box looking for the newly inserted Bryant. And too far for him. Will be a throw in for Averett. That pass too far for Owen Story to catch up to. .21 minutes to go here in the second half. Cougars down by 2. Ball played ahead. Good pass up to Commander. But taken away again by Bridgewater. They'll play it down. Now they have a run. Caleb Needle sends it across. It's deflected away by the Cougars. Price will play it. Tilly's Subeni. Passes it, and they keep sending it across to the far side. Cougars trying to get it down in the Bridgewater zone, but Bridgewater right now doing a good job of keeping them away. That pass a little too far away from Thomas White. He's had a big night with a goal and an assist so far. Averett comes away with it on the throw-in. Subedi dumps it off to Sean Dunbar. Dunbar has taken over the center back duties. Ball tackled away briefly. Subedi with a shot, but not much on it. Goal kick. Taken by the Cougars, but tackled away. Now, Bridgewater put some pressure on Colton Duchess. That was White. Did not make that easy. Commander now in a foot race the other way. And Borich comes out and gets the ball before the Cougars could make a play. Cougars' back line has been pretty busy tonight. But the same could be said for Bridgewater as well. Averett trying to break through. And once again, another good job by Bridgewater to clear that ball. Eagles making it tough for Averett to find any holes in that back line. Down in the corner, goes out, and I believe it will be a corner kick. Actually, it'll be a throw-in. Didn't quite get to the corner. Dunbar has it. He'll send to the far side to Miller. Miller trying to get pushed off the ball. Cougars maintain possession, though. And a foul on Averett. Ball played into the box. Cougars knock it away. I believe that was Owen Story. The freshman got a boot on it. Ball played ahead. Just out of the reach of Subedi. But it is off an eagle. So the Cougars get it right back. Cougars looking to play it into Commander. Can't find an open lane. Good footwork there by Tuckley. Bridgewater, though, comes away with possession. And a couple subs coming in for the Eagles. Throw in one by Averett. Jonathan Min among those checking in for Bridgewater. Also Sam Beckerman back in. And the Cougars try to play that one ahead, and mistake on that touch pass. Miller putting pressure on the goalkeeper, Boric. He's able to get it away, though, and Bridgewater now reversing the field. Through ball ahead, and nobody home. Dutchess get it and roll it back out to Story. With 12:40 to play, Bridgewater leads 2-0. Throw in by Story, gets it back to Dunbar. Dunbar, senior, sends it far side. Averett looking to find a seam. Bridgewater comes away with it. White has a run. Nearly stole it away. Ball played far side. Bridgewater played to the back line. Now a long pass over the top. Looking for Bryan. And he was offside. Long play ahead. for the Cougars, looking for, I believe that's Price. He pops it into the box. Cougars send a shot in and wide left. I think that was Tockley. Kind of got pushed as he was firing and didn't get a lot on it. Not a bad look for the Cougars. And Price will come out. Jake Searcy will come in, a senior. Nine and a half minutes to play. Bridgewater up by 2. Eagles still attacking. Ball played into the box. A good look. Stubbs. Tried to get off a shot, but he ended up being offside. Good defense there by Owen Story, the freshman for the Cougars. Averett can't control the pass on the far side, so throw in at midfield. Averett doing its best to steal it away. Successful. But Bridgewater comes away with it. Here with 8.5 minutes to play. Good fancy footwork there by the Eagles. But all for nothing. Ball played ahead to White. He's got a run, and good job by Dutchess to come off his line and defend it. That could have been dangerous. White with 3 goals this season already, including 1 tonight. He would have had a 1-on-1, but Dutchess able to disrupt that. Ball played ahead. Now the Cougars look like they might have something going. Blick with a shot wide left. The opportunities have come a little bit more close together for Averett, but still looking for first goal. Ty Michelson checks in. David Mullen also checks in for his first action of the night. Mullen, a freshman out of Greensboro. Michelson, a freshman out of High Point. Mullen has it. Sends it across looking for Story, but taken away by White. White sends the ball back to the other side. Now they'll play it to the middle for Jonathan Min. Bridgewater showing off some passing skills here. Ball played ahead to Bryant. With 5 minutes, 40 seconds to play. Looks like Bridgewater content to waste some time. Averett, though, looking for an opportunity. Cersei on the near side, goes into the corner, tries to make the turn. Falls down, and I think it's going to be a throw-in. Actually, a corner kick. Short kick in. Now across to the back corner, punched out by Boric. I don't know if that was going to be in. It's hard to tell from our angle here in the press box, but will be another corner kick coming for the Cougars. Short kick. Now the Cougars get it right back out. Subetti has it punched away. Seriously with a throw-in, long throw-in into the box. He was looking for Huso Dukic. I haven't called Dukic's numbered much in the second half, but he was a huge part of the Cougars' success in the first half in terms of keeping Bridgewater off the scoreboard. .335 to play, and that one's out off the Cougars. Story has it. He'll send it ahead, looking for Cersei. Cleared away by Bridgewater. Needles putting pressure. Dunbar able to get back. Ball played ahead to White. White offside. Bridgewater takes possession away. Good through ball ahead. Needle. He'll send it back. White. Cross to the far side. Looking for Bryant. He'll take it toward the corner, but punch it back out to Min. Back to Bryant. And goes out. Will be a goal kick for the Cougars here with 1:26 to play. They trail by 2. Averett coaching staff sending bulk of their players high. Trying to get some movement, maybe play it over to the top to them. Might be their only shot here as time ticks away, under a minute to go. And we hit 30 seconds to play. Ball cleared away. 10 seconds remaining. And that'll be it. Bridgewater wins 2-0 over Averett here, despite the lengthy lightning delay. Bridgewater improves to 3-0 on the season. Averett drops to 0-3. Cougars return home here on Saturday as they host Ferrum College. And what is now a non-conference meeting, with Ferrum going to the Old Dominion Athletic Conference this season. So that'll be it for tonight's game. We'll recap here what happened. Game was tied 0-0 going into halftime. However, goal in the 46th minute by Thomas White, his third goal of the season, gave Bridgewater the 1-0 lead. And then White found Luke Stubbs for a goal in the 56th minute. Cross from the near side, rebounded off the goalie and put into the far net for goal number 2. And that's how Bridgewater put their goals on the board. Averett still looking for its first goal of the year, but I think this is more of a chance for the Cougars, not if, but when they click with such a young squad. And really, non-conference just gears you up for the conference season. So a couple more good tests for the Cougars in the non-conference part of the schedule with Ferrum, Guilford, and Hampton-Sydney, and then the real part of the schedule starts on September 15th against LaGrange. And that's where it matters for the Cougars. So as long as they continue to get better as the season goes along, they'll be in good shape come conference play against some tough non-conference opponents here early on. Well, that'll wrap things up here on the Averett Sports Network. I'd like to thank you for tuning in to tonight's game between Averett and Bridgewater. We hope that you will join us again next time on the Averett Sports Network. We'll be back on the air on Saturday for Averett's men's soccer game against Ferrum. That one starts at 2 p.m. Until then, we'll see you. And as always, be sure to follow all the latest news of Averett Athletics on AverettCougars.com, and be sure to follow us on social media at AverettUCougars. For everybody here at Daly Field at Frank R. Campbell Stadium, I'm Drew Wilson. Have a good evening, and we'll catch you next time.
This has been a production of the Averett Sports Network.